1 second. I just want to check the feed. Make sure we got sound and video. We good to go. Alrighty. Shalom, Israel. We got the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge. Started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. But we are led by the commanding general YAHANNA. You understand? Since 1969, we're teaching the truth about the Bible to our brothers and sisters, so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, that we are the true chosen people. The Israelite the Bible speaks of now. So-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans are the Israelites of antiquity. So that really means the Bible is about them. The Bible is about the Israelites. So with that being said, the Bible is our culture. So it's our job in the I.S.U.P.K. to bring blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans back to our culture, man. That's what we do. That's what we're doing today. That's what we do every day. You know what I'm saying? Right now, this is the I.S.U.P.K. Houston, Galveston, Port Arthur, and Beaumont Friday night Lashawan Qadash class, where we do just that and bring us back to our culture. How do we do that? By teaching us the language we spoke in the days of the Old Testament, man. The language we spoke before we were referred to as black, brown, and red. You know, before we were these bywords that we commonly know today. We were just the nation of Israel. You know what I'm saying? We spoke the Hebrew. You know what I'm saying? That's what we get back into on these Friday night Lashawan Qadash classes, man. Getting into the Hebrew. Tonight we study on how to read, write, and speak the ancient and Syrian Lashawan Qadash, which is the Hebrew. Lashawan Qadash is translated to holy tongue. Lashawan meaning tongue, Qadash meaning holy. So Lashawan Qadash is the holy tongue. It's our native language. So, without any further ado, man, let's get into it, man. We're going to start off class the way we always start off class, and that's by going over the Hebrew alphabet. Ready? All right. All right, this chart you see here is the Lashawan Qadash chart, man. This chart was given to us by the founders of the I.S.U.P.K, man. The original 7 heads. You know what I'm saying? They developed this chart. They did the research. You know, they found out that these 22 characters create the Hebrew alphabet, man, which is the Lashawan Qadash. All 22, all words in Hebrew are a combination of some of these characters, man. Okay. Putting these letters together, where you'll make up a Hebrew word, and then when you put the words together, you got Hebrew sentences and phrases. Down below, it's the same thing. 22 characters, starting from A all the way to Ta. The only difference is they have these 5 particular letters. If a word ends in these 5 letters, these ones right here, then you use the symbol down below to end the word, rather than the symbol above in the regular chart to be at the beginning of the word or in the middle of the word. This is the ancient. This is Slaki. This is the Assyrian, and this is the ancient. Alright, also one more thing to be mindful of. You see I'm starting over here and moving over here. Hebrew is read and written from right to left. So we go this way. See, this says Lashawan Qadash. Here is left to right. Lashawan Qadash. See that? Alright, so repeat after me. We're gonna go over. I, ba, ga, da, ha, wa, za, cha, ta, ya, ka, la, ma, na, sa, I, pa, ta, za, qua, ra, sha, and the. Alright, and it's the same down here. I all the way to tha. They're just different symbols because this was developed in a different captivity. Supposed to be studying more about why there are different symbols, but I'll have that, you know what I'm saying, eventually. Hopefully sooner than later. Yeah, that's that. You can find that chart on, you know what I'm saying, your Google machine too. Just type up I.S.U.P.K. Lashawan Qadash. You know what I'm saying? People argue that Lashawan Qadash is a dead language. They just don't have the Holy Spirit, man. Lord be with them. Hold on, let me fix this so it's right. I know that glare be in the way, so I'm trying to get it perfect. Not bad. All right, brothers and sisters, today, you know what I'm saying, what we're gonna go over today is kind of a beginner's level class. I know I'm trying to do beginner's level stuff, so it's kind of a beginner's level, but I'm just gonna go ahead and say it's intermediate just because there's a lot of stuff to remember. It's not as basic as just remembering, you know what I'm saying, Ak means brother and Thwada means thank you. Sometimes that's good. But we're going over time concepts in one day. So to do that, we gotta have the numbers 1 through 12, and then we gotta have some terminology and time. So that's pretty much what we're going over today, man. Gonna give us some time terminology. At the end of the day, you should be able to say what time it is out of the day in Hebrew. Already. So let's get it in. So daily time, that's the name of today's class, daily time. And how to say that is Hasha'ai. Hold on, let me see. Yeah. No, Hasha'ai is hour. So time, damn, I should have looked up time. I'm gonna just write it in Hebrew. Daily means y'all will, no, I'm not confuse people. I'm gonna just write it in English. But don't worry, we're gonna learn some stuff. I just don't know how to say time, the word time, which is ironic, right? Good night. So daily time. All right. So first we're going to go over numbers 1 through 12. And then we're going to use these numbers 1 through 12 to be able to tell time throughout the day. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We got 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right. So before we continue with numbers, I'm just going to go ahead and say that there are no digits in Hebrew. You know what I'm saying? All numbers are written out as words in Hebrew. They're written and read as words. There's no numerals. Like this symbol right here is a symbol we know is 8. There's no symbol for 8 in Hebrew. You have to read the word out 8, which is Shama wa na. You have to always read it out and write it out when you're trying to You know what I'm saying? Get the terminology of 8, the message of 8 across in Hebrew. But we're gonna go over it. All right. So 1 is Achad. Achad. 2 is Shanya. 3 is Shalash. 4 are Rabbi. 5 Chamash. Give me 1 second. Chamash. 6 is Shasha. 7 Shabbai. 8 Shemawana. I think it's a high. Let me see. I believe it's a high. Not on my notes. I believe it's like that. It's a lock here first. Shemawana. That 8. Let me check. I know this is wasting time, but I don't want to give any wrong information. There we go. Yep, that's correct. There's a high at the edge. Shemawana. All right, so 8 is Shemawana. 9 is Thashai. Thashai. 10, Ishara. Ishara. 11 and 12 are the beginning of the double digits. You see these first 10? That's your base. That's your basis in Hebrew numbers. But when you start going into the double digits, there's rules. So we're only going to briefly go over the rules of the teams. So when it's a team, you say the first digit first, Achad, and then Ishra, followed by Ishra. Achad, Ishra. So if that's Achad Ishra, which is 1 plus 10, 11, then 12, 2 plus 10, 12 would be what? Shanya Ishra. And the same for 13, Shalash Ishra, 14, Arabai Ishra, thus forth. That's how you do the teams. All you got to know for now. So Shanya Ishra. And there's really supposed to be hyphens in between that. All right. So let's go over it. We're gonna go starting from 1 to 10. Achad, Shanya, Shalash, Arabai, Kamash, Shasha, Shabai, Shamawana, Thashai, Ishra. Achad, Shanya, Shalash, Arabai, Kamash, Shasha, Shabai, Shamawana, Thashai, Ishra. 1, Achad. 2, Shanya. 3, Shalash. 4, Arabai. 5, Chamash. 6, Shasha. 7, Shabai. 8, Shamawana. 9, Thashai. 10, Ishra. And 11, Echad Ishura. 12, Shanya Ishura. All right. So, we got to get it in Hebrew, man, just to get that visual, you know what I'm saying? That visual of what these numbers look like reading in Hebrew. So we're gonna get the Hebrew in. Let's do it. Echad, right? Cha, and da. That's simple. Echad. 3 letters. Cha, and da. Echad. Shanya. Shanya. 3 letters there too. Sha, na, and ya. Shanya. Shanya. Shalash. Sha, la, and sha. Sha and lash. 3 letters. Sha, la, shalash. Arabai. Ra, ba, and I. 4 letters. Arabai. Ra, ba, and I making by. Arabai. Arabai. Chamash. You got the cha, the ma, and the sha. 3 letters. Chamash. Ha, ma, sha. Ma, sha making mash. Chamash. Chamash. Shasha. I have to do it over here. Two letters. This is the simplest one. Sha and sha. They're not connected. A connector under each one because the syllable is alone. Shasha. In Syrian. Sha. Sha. Shasha. Which is 6. And then Shabai. Sha. Ba. I. Shabai. 3 letters. Sha. Shabai. Now, Shama wa na, I think it definitely is the longest Hebrew letter, Hebrew word in numbers. So we got the sha, the ma, wa, na, and ha. Still not that bad. Sha, ma, wa, and na. 5 letters. Sha, ma, wa, and na. Shema wa na. Let's get it in Assyrian. Shema wa na. Shema wa na. And you see me making these open boxes for my mas. Open box, right? That's in the middle of the word, rather than the end of the word. I don't think we have any that's gonna end this rip. But yeah, this would be closed if it was at the end. Remember those 5 different letters? All right, Tashai. Sha, and I. Tashai. Tashai. And then Ishura. I, Sha, and Ra. Very simple, right? All three letters, all three syllables. I-S-H-A-R-A. I-S-H-A-R-A. All right, so that's 1 through 10, right? Now let's get these 11 and 12. Echad I-S-H-A-R-A. We should know how to write it because we got Echad up there, I-S-H-A-R-A right there. All we got to do is put them together with the hyphen. Echad I-S-H-A-R-A. Echad I-S-H-A-R-A. Moving right to left, right? Now we got to get Shanya I-S-H-A-R-A. Shanya. Shanya I-S-H-A-R-A. Got the Sha, Na, and Ya, hyphen, I, Sha, and Ra. Shanya I-S-H-A-R-A. Shanya I-S-H-A-R-A. Already, we got everything now. Get this for your notes. Pause right here. Get it for your notes. 1 to 12. Let's go over one more time before we get into time. Starting at 1 to 12. Echad, Shanya, Shalash, Arabai, Chamash, Shasha, Shabai, Shemawana, Tashai, I-S-H-A-R-A. Echad I-S-H-A-R-A. Shanya I-S-H-A-R-A. Already. And Shalash I-S-H-A-R-A, Arabai I-S-H-A-R-A, and so forth. This is 1 through 12. Already. So we'll get this off. Kind of got to move a little bit with a little bit of haste. Make sure we get everything we need. And when we start, you know what I'm saying, formulating our synthesis, then we can kind of take it easy and go over things with, you know what I'm saying, leisurely. But until I get all of the information we need, you know what I'm saying, you're going to have to go back and rewind and pause just to get the notes. So these I'm about to give us a little word bank. Not too much. It's going to be 9 words. And these 9 words are going to be terminology that we use in telling daily time. Next week, Lord allow, I'll go over yearly time, where we go over months and weeks. You know what I'm saying? Months, weeks, and years, and being able to tell time by the year. But for today, we're going over time for the day. So we're going to have things like the hour, of course, that's the main thing. The hour, afternoon, evening, morning, things like that. That's what we're going to be going over today. And then how to tell time this way. Because remember, you know what I'm saying, there's no, what do you call it? There's no digit system. There's no numerals in, you know what I'm saying, ancient Israel. So, in order to tell time, there was no 4:30. They didn't have those little 2 dots in between 4 and 30. 4:30, they'd be saying, like, what are you talking about, 4:30? Are you talking about 4:30s? 4:30s is, what is 4:30s? think it's 120 or something like that. They would say 4:30 is 120. So no, you're talking about 4:30. So you have to say 4 hours. The time is 4 hours or 4.5 hours afternoon. That's it. I have to say it. 4.5 hours afternoon instead of saying 4:30. But we're gonna find that out momentarily. All right. So, what are the words I'm going to use? Morning, evening, no, I gotta put noon. Slack. Well, yeah, I mean, we know, we get it. We know the noon is supposed to go in between, but I'm not gonna be that much of a stickler. So morning, noon, evening, but noon is right there. Morning, evening, noon. Then we got day, night, and then hour. I don't know how to say hour. And then we're gonna do after. Before. After and before. I feel like there's one more I'm missing. Oh yeah, it's two more. After, before, quarter. Here, let me quarter, and then half. All right. So judging by this setup of words, it looks like we'll be able, if we know how to say these words and with the numbers that we learn combining numbers and these words, we should be able to say, you know what I'm saying, with just which is just minor verbiage added to it, we should be able to say, you know what I'm saying, the time of the day. In different ways even too. You know what I'm saying? The minor verbiage we're going to go over, but let's get these words first. So we got the numbers, now we get in our terminology. So morning is bakwar. We know tawab means good, right? There's a quick word to say, tawab bakwar, good morning. Tawab bakwar, there you go, learning stuff already. Evening is nashab. Noon, tazahar. Tazahar. Day, yawam. Night, la ya la. La ya la. La ya la. So we got morning, bakwar, evening, nashab, noon, tazahar. I should have wrote it just for learning purposes. I should have switched that up. I'm trying to save time. So morning, bakwar, tazahar, nashab. Morning, noon, evening. Day and night, yawam and layala. Night. Hour, hashai. Hashayas, like. Shaya. After, we're going to use these two words right here, after and before. We're talking about these, this particular word right here. So we're gonna say after, in the afternoon, right? Or 2 hours before noon. These two particularly go with this one. So after is a thar. And before is kind of gonna mix you up a little bit, because I know we know this word from every day when we say the prayers. When we face each set of prayers, we say Sar Wapanya Ha Kwadam. Ha Kwadam meaning the east. But Kwadam also means before. Hebrew has different words meaning different things. Kwadam means before. Kwadam also means east. And then we got quarter and half, right? A quarter of the day, or you know, a quarter. You can put quarter and a half to add to the hour. Or if it's 4:45, you can say 15, or you can say a quarter before 5. A quarter before 5, right? That's 4:45. A quarter before 5. A quarter hour before 5. It's like a quarter hour before 5. That's 4:45. So you can use these two as you need. So quarter is rabbi. And half, that's a P. Palag. Yeah, definitely is. I remember that. Palag. All right. So, we got our terminology. Morning, Bakwar. Noon, Tazahar. Evening, Nashak. Day, Yawam. Night, Layala. Hour, Hashai. Hashaya. That's actually the hour. This is the hour. Because we know Ha is the over here, right? So this is the hour. I'm going to change it. I'm just gonna put Shia. Because if this is the hour, then Shia is hour. But you're always gonna say the hour, though. I'm just giving you the correct terminology. So hour is Shia. After, Athar. Before, Qadam. Quarter, Rabbi. And half, Palag. Let's get it in Hebrew. Go over it a little bit. You're going to talk about it a little bit. And then we can get to our sentences. Man, I think we got some good time for our sentences. Yeah, we got a whole 30 minutes for sentences. So let's get it in Hebrew real quick. So morning, right? Bakwar. Ba. Qua. Right. Ba-kwa. Ba-kwa. Evening, Nashak. Nashak. Very simple. Got the na, sha, and pa. The sha and pa connected, making sha. Nashak. So here we got one of the pa at the end, right? The pa is one of those letters that end differently. Normally the pa would curve in the Assyrian, but it goes all the way down below the below the word, right? When it's at the end. Noon, Tazahar. So it looks like there's two different ways to write this, but really there's one different way. There's only one way. So we have a ta, and we have a za, and we have a ha, and we have a ra. But when you see taza together like that, it's always going to be the taza. This taza. It's not going to be ta then za, unless the word has taza. Even tazar would be this in a ra. So it's all, when you see the ta and za together, it's always going to be taza like that, which is on the chart. So taza, ha, ra, taza, ha. Oh yeah, of course. Beer. That's the taza in the Syrian. Tazahar. So we got morning, evening, and noon. Bakwar, Nashap, and Tazahar. And I'm going to give you the main filler after learning all these words right now is za. When making our synthesis, za is going to be the main thing we use, saying it's. Za means it's, or it is. It's almost one of these things. It's kind of I forgot the type of word it is. It's like a, man, I gotta teach class on words like it's, it is, and was, and words like that. There's not many in Hebrew, but there's some of them. And za means it's. So za tazahar is how you say it's noon. Or za chamash babakwar. Za chamash babakwar would be it's. Chamash is 5. Za chamash, it's 5. Babakwar. We just put a ba in. Ba, you see it right here? Ba in. So babakwar would be in morning. So za chamash babakwar is 5 in the morning, man. It's early. That's a little cheat code. We're gonna go over it, but let's continue. So now we got Yawam. Ya, wa, ma. Yawam. Finally, got to use the closed box. You see the open box, we don't have it on this one. But you remember how it was open before in the middle of the word or the beginning? Now it's at the end of the word and it's closed. So Yawam, day. La ya la. La ya la. La ya la. Night. La Yala. So we got Yawam and La Yala, day and night. Hour, Sha'aya. Sha'aya. What's the hour? So we know how to say it's. We know how to say it's 5. Za Chamash. But what if you want to don't know it's 5 and you want to ask what hour is it? You say Ma Ha Sha'aya. We're gonna go over it though. Ma is what? I believe it's Ma. Yeah, Ma is what? And Hashaya is the hour. So what's the hour? Ma Hashaya. What's the hour? What time is it? So now we got morning, evening, noon, Bakwar, Nashak, Kazahar, and day and night. Yawam and Layala. Also we have Sha'aya, hour. Now let's get our last four. After, Athar. Athar, Qadam, before. Qadam, quarter, Rabba'i. Or Rabbi, I just pronounce it like Rabba'i, but it's Rabbi. Rabbi, and then Palag, which is half. Palag. All right. We got our word bank, man. So with this screen, make sure you get this screen for your notes. This with the numbers. And then we're going to go over a little bit of, combining those two. But we should have an understanding on how to ask for time and to tell time. All right. This one. I'll say, okay, so I'm gonna create like a little dialogue for our sentence practice. It's gonna be questions and answers. With that, we should be straight. So first, we're gonna go over how to say what we just went over. What's the hour? How to say what time it is. What time is it? Then we're gonna give, let's do four different times. So the first time we're gonna do is the time what it is right now, just for our practice. And it's 8:42. And really, it's a way to say 8:42 on the dot. You know what I'm saying? You say 42, or you say how, what's 42 minus 60? It's you got 8, so it's 18. 18 before 9, right? That's how you would say it, but no, we're not gonna be that meticulous, you know what I'm saying? 8:42 is closest to 8:45. So that's how we would do it, you know what I'm saying? Hebrew is one of them languages, you know what I'm saying, where it's like it's not a lot of time for BSing and what's pleasantry, extra frivolous pleasantries with the communication. You know, it's direct language, direct speaking. Just getting your point across as easy as possible. You know what I'm saying? It's not no BSing. So we just gonna say it's 8:45. It's 8:45 at night. Let me write that a little bit lower. Because we're gonna get this screen and then we're gonna get one more after this. If we have time, we'll do two more. But we're gonna get these two, then we're gonna get two more after this, and then we should be good for the night. So this is the time now. It's 8:45 at night. All right. So, like I just said, what's the hour, right? Ma, ha, shay. Is it shaya? It's sha'aya. Sha'aya. Ha sha'aya. Ma ha sha'aya. That's what's the hour. And then it's 8:45 at night. You say za. You want to say 8:45, which is a time, right? This is a time. So we're gonna give the time how we say it in Hebrew. A quarter before 9. So a quarter was Rabba'i, right? Rabba'i. Za. Rabba'i. Before Qadam. Nine. Tashai. And then at night. At night is so we got at right over here, right? But we don't have that. Do we have that? Okay. Nope, there's no at. So if there's no at, then we know what we're talking about when we add the word night. You know what I'm saying? We know we're talking about night. There's no prefix to say at night. There's prefix to say the night, in night, or even to night. But we're trying to say at night. So if we're saying this number and we're saying that before night, we're knowing that that number is, that time is going for at night. So we're just going to put in la yala. Yala. Yeah, simply we made that. I'm gonna write this one out because this is a little bit more. It's a quarter before 9 at night. There you go. Let's get into Hebrew. So we're going from right to left, right? Ma hashai going this way. So ma ha shai. Mashaya. What's the hour? Za Rabai Qadam Tashai Layala. It's a quarter before 9 at night. So we got Za. Za. Rabai. Qadam. So Rabbi Qadam, a quarter before. I'm thinking if we need a hyphen, quarter. No, we don't need a hyphen. A hyphen does seem necessary here, but I don't want to tell you we need a hyphen if we don't. So let's just not do it. It's a beginner class. Remember, we're gonna keep it beginner. So the Rabbi Qadam Tashai Layala. Go. Get it in Assyrian. There you go. I hope you can see that green, because that green is important, but that's one of my weaker markers. Yeah, it looks like you can see. All right. So we got, what's the hour? We got, it's 8:45 at night, which is, it's a quarter before 9 at night. So now we're going to just give our next two examples for practice are just going to be different times to work with. I think I got something written down. Yeah. So we're going to do in the evening and then in the afternoon. That's what we're going to do next. So after Athar and Qadam, before, and morning, noon, and evening, which are Bakwar, Tazahar, and Nashak, those are your bread and butter. Those five, along with your numbers, is your bread and butter for telling time throughout the day. So I'm gonna go over it at the beginning before we close. And put those five up. We don't have enough time. Well, we do have enough time just for that. We're gonna do one more, and then I'm gonna put those five up so we have an understanding, so we got something to walk away with, you know what I'm saying, and able to put this, utilize this, you know what I'm saying, take this and use it. So the scissors we're gonna do quickly is it's 3 hours. We're gonna do, it's 8. It's 8 after, let's say 5, and the afternoon. It's 8 after 5 in the afternoon. It works, right? Different ways to skin the cat. So za, shema after athar, shema athar. After 5, kamash. That's wrong. That was spelled kamash, right? After kamash, so it's 8 after 5 in the afternoon is our next. So in the afternoon is really just one big word. It's a compound word, but it's one big word. So in is ba, the, in the, baha, in the, and then afternoon, right? A compound word, athar, hyphen, noon. What was noon? Tazahar. Baha, athar, tazahar. In the afternoon. So we got za, shamawana, athar, kamash, baha, athar, tazahar. It's 8 after 5 in the afternoon. If that makes sense to you, what we just did, then you are already there. You know how to tell time in Hebrew. All you gotta do is remember your numbers. Remember your numbers and that word bank and what we just did, and you'll be straight. So really, I got enough time to get this in Hebrew and then put that you know what I'm saying, that big 5 on the board. So in Hebrew, damn, I kind of messed up. We're gonna do it this way. Shemawana, Shemawana, athar, kamash, then baha, athar, tazahar. This is one word. Ba, ha, athar, tazahar. Ba, ha, athar, tazahar. Alrighty. We're gonna stand down on the Assyrian just because of time purposes. You know what I'm saying? But we got it. We rolling. So let me get that big 5 on the board. All right. Here's the big 5. What you need to know is your numbers 1 through 10. Oh, it's like you're 12. You need to know before. You need to know after. The other ones before, after, noon, and morning, also prefixes. In plus, what was the other one we used? The, so forth. Just study your prefixes all together. So let's write those in Hebrew real quick. Before was Qadam. After, Athar. Morning, Bakwar. Noon, Tazahar. Evening, Nashap. And then N is Ba, and the is Ha. All right. So if you know what's on the board, if you know how to have an understanding of what's on the board there, and you have a basic understanding of how to put it together, and answer the question of what time it is, or what time is it, what's the hour, then you know how to tell time in Hebrew. But numbers 1 through 12 is very important. And the rest of that stuff will just flow. So we're going to end it there. You know what I'm saying? The water for joining. I want to say to the brothers, Imadium, which means to stand. And give a courtesy salute to the brothers, and then to the sisters, men of Israel, Imadium Shabbat, Imadium, Barak, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah Barakatah, Yadi Matah, which means hands down. Stars, turning face to sisters. I want to say to the sisters, Imadium, which means to stand, Imadium Babukashah. You're going to give a courtesy salute to the sisters, men of Israel, Imadium Shabbat, Imadium, Barak, Yahweh Shema Alathan, Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Yadi Matah, class dismissed.